Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at Yonac's brand new Thereminator 2. Thereminator 2. The original Thereminator, released by Yonac way back in 2008, was one of the first music apps on the App Store. Now, in 2024, they've updated it completely. It's now AUv3, and it's very, very, very cool. I love Theremins. You've got to love the sound of a Theremin. If you don't like the sound of Theremins, you ain't gonna like this. However, this version, like if you just put your finger on the screen, you'll see that on the vertical controls here, we have vibrato engaged. So if I turn this up, so it's extreme. Now we have a ton of different waveforms we can use here. Now it's not polyphonic, it's monophonic because theremins are monophonic. Okay, so this first one, which says TH here, I don't know if you can see TH, that's like a theremin type waveform. Okay, and then you have sine, triangle, ramp up also, kind of a different shape, a different envelope curve on a ramp up, and then a square, and then a couple of different pulse width adjustments to the square. So now if we tame the vibrato down a little bit, very cool. If I take this vibrato off altogether, you can play this with your MIDI keyboard. I'm going to take portamento down. And you can obtain pretty much the kind of same effect if you use a bit of glide. Then we have chorus rate. We have a filter, resonance, filter drive, vibrato we've seen. Well, like I said, I've got the vertical controls. You can also completely hide the controls and just have it full screen. Bring the controls back. We can also control the octave range we see on the screen. So we could go down to 1. And then all the way up to 8. So have full MIDI learn for all the controls. Very cool. We have a really nice delay, which is kind of like a nose. Let's decrease those octaves a bit, shall we? So the feedback is cool. It will self-resonate, so be careful. So just be aware of that. Then time. So you can get all bucket brigade delay type. This is the amount. Okay, so yeah, but what's your feedback? Of course. You have tremolo. So if I turn vibrato all the way down and then bring tremolo up, let's just set this high so we can hear it. And then rate. Same again with the vibrato. You can also have the vertical control volume. Okay, and that basically the controls. You get tons of presets, of course. A couple of it, you have Theremin classics. If I this will be chromatic by the looks of it. And then lots of different scales we can choose from. So diminished is nice. And we have diminished seventh. Portamento. Note snap. Let's turn that on. So, you know, that's kind of your theremin. So if I take my finger off a note, of course, if I can glide up and down. But if I take my finger off and play the notes individually, of course, until we use portamento, of course, and then we could have it massive. A few different presets, glidey square. Loads of presets that you can just have a mess around with, basically. Oh, this is a good one, right? So this is very, very thereminish. Let's adjust these octaves. I'm going to go back into my diminished and set the octaves to maybe 4. I'm going to switch this on a sec and move the range of the keyboard down to reposition it till it's a bit lower. We'll start at C2. Okay, and then I can now play the keyboard again. So gonna turn a bit of portamento on. Filters now being controlled by the vertical control. So whether you're using a keyboard or you're using the on-screen control panel, all of this can be recorded. I'm using Cubasis. You can record all of this stuff into Cubasis. So I have a little, oh, by the way, you do get the delay, but you don't get reverb. I have put on some, if I go in here, I've got some send effects going, some reverb send effects, this, and also to this heartbeat wave thing I've got going on. So what I'm going to do is record some theremin over this, and just so you get an idea. So you don't need to set anything up, nothing special. It will just record as per normal and record all your movements as well. So I have a 2-bar counting. I'm just going to hit record and just record a few notes in. stop. Now you'll see, because I did not take my finger off any of those keys, so I just started with that C, it's actually just recorded the one MIDI note. However, if I play it, it's recorded all the movements as well. And alternatively, if we just erase that piece of MIDI and I go back to my Thereminator 2 here, this time I'm going to take my finger off some of the notes and then place them back on. So let's start that again. Here we go. Stop that and go and have a look, and now you'll see we've recorded the separate MIDI notes, and it'll still retain all the slides, glides, all the rest of it, all the filter movements. Awesome stuff. Right, okay, let's go back to the app here. Like I said, you get tons and tons of presets. Actually, I want to just try one more thing as well. I'm going to erase this, go back to my Thereminator. I'm going to play this with the keyboard in now. So let's have a listen to a few more sounds. So if you prefer playing with your keyboard, you can. Very cool. Lovely. So you could just use it as a really cool lead synth, you know. So I'm going to record I'll just find something. Okay, I'll use that sound and get back to the actual synth. Don't forget to strike the like if you're enjoying the video. I'll put a link in for the Thereminator 2 in the description below. So let's make some adjustments, because instead of using this with the on-screen keyboard, I am going to I'm going to use my MIDI keyboard and record this stuff in. So it doesn't really matter the scale, because I'm playing notes on a MIDI controller. Right, so let's rewind that, give it a count in, and have a blast. Okay, and you'll see that everything's been recorded in as per normal. Let's have a quick listen. Awesome, brilliant, great for Halloween coming up as well. Okay, and it's always nice to have a Theremin, and this is a really good one. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, like I said, strike the like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, consider becoming a Patreon. It really is helpful. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Ta-ra! Thereminator 2 from Yonac.